parent, you always want to protect your children, and in many ways we do. You know, we don't let them go out on their own under a certain age and things like that. But now, in today's computer technology, it's very, very difficult to completely 100% monitor the internet or when they're on their computers. You hope that they're not lying to you. You hope that they are on there doing their homework, or if they are speaking to anyone, it's their best friend up the road. But you can never be 100% sure. It's more difficult as they get older, especially into teenage years, because they want that element of freedom, which you want to give them, but at the same time, I think the teenage years, for me, certainly with my children, once they were on the net, were much more worrying. You know, if Kira ever uses the computer, Kira's only 6, so if Kira's on the computer, we're sitting with her and she's looking at all the children's sites, you know, TV shows and games. But, you know, I've got a 15-year-old son, and I don't want to be so naive that I don't think he's going on to sites that I actually, if I knew about, I wouldn't want him on there. Well, I first became aware of my kids wanting to use the internet at a very early age. Well, certainly from maybe 9, 10 onwards, they started asking could they go on things, you know, like MSN and all of those things. So they wanted to go on then. I mean, we didn't let them. But we started to let them probably from 14, 15. And again, mainly because of schoolwork and stuff like that. And you do get to that stage where we battled for 4 years of you're not using the internet unless it's in front of us and it's to do with schoolwork. And then you kind of get to that point where actually all their friends did have it and they were all chatting to each other except my 2 boys, and you do start to feel like, oh, I'm keeping them in the dark ages, you know. And like I've said before, at that age you start to think, okay, well, I'm going to trust them now. But obviously at that age they don't want you sitting over their shoulder. The ones that they use a lot are MSN and Facebook. They use them all the time, especially MSN at the moment. They talk to a lot of their friends and, you know, whoever, girlfriends on there. So obviously the ones that, you know, you read about in the papers of things happening and you think, oh God, they're the ones my kids use. And, you know, I always try and give them talks to about, you know, this is what happens, and remember you might not be speaking who you think you're speaking to. And I just think it's just a fantastic thing to have that a bit more parental control, and you know, so that you're not being mean. You are saying, okay, I understand times have changed, I will let you do it, but I'm going to be more in control of it.